Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thank you for this comment on this Lord's Day. I appreciate it. And as you know, I'm sure you and I are simpatico on most issues that we've been discussing. However, I have to disagree with you on this point. First off, you assume that the 1,000-year period is a literal, linear 1,000 years that starts and it ends with 1,000 years. That's where you're wrong, number one. The 1,000-year period is a symbolic number in the scriptures, in Revelation, used to identify an indefinite period of time that has not been outlined by the Lord himself, because he said no one knows the hour or the day in which he would return. If this 1,000 years was literal, we would know when Christ was going to return, whenever that 1,000 year started. 2, you said there's no sickness, no death, and definitely no sin. Where does it say that in the scripture? It doesn't say that anywhere, brother. Nowhere does it say that. Nowhere. Number 3, you say that there is definitely, you seem emphatic, there's definitely no sin during this period of time. If there is no sin during this 1,000 year period, if there's no sin, then where does sin come from that infiltrated it and caused it to end? Because the only way the 1,000 year period can end if there's no sin is if sin entered in. So where did the sin come from which actually ended it? And how did it get there if there's no sin? So that's one of my points. Another point. My last point is this. You said Christ will rule with an iron scepter. I'm telling you, Christ is ruling and reigning over all creation right now. If he is not, then he's not a king right now. If he's not a king, he's not ruling. If he's not ruling, then is every man for himself. Christ is ruling right now. And if Christ is if not ruling, I want to see where that is in the scriptures. And if you say he is reigning, but that Satan is also reigning, then you're suggesting that Satan and Jesus are sharing the kingdom. Which is it? It can't be all of the above. So, brother, I definitely want to hear, especially where you say there's no sin during this 1,000 year period. And especially I want to know how it gets in and causes the 1,000 year reign to end. And I really want to know where you can show me in the scriptures where Christ isn't ruling and reigning right now.